Hi everyone. We're in the north of France still. I've split my head open for a laugh and my eyes gone all bloodshot because I'm a big Christopher Lee fan from Hammer House of Horror days. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been said by Stewart Lee regarding the Afterlife series that Ricky Gervais got a lot of praise for, and he's condemned it as one of the worst things that's ever been created. I think he's been a bit hyperbolic there, but I wanted to say a couple of things because I watched a little bit of Afterlife after I'd had my first eye operation. I wanted cheering up. Of course, you know, it's nothing like that. And when I watched it, I felt immediately kind of disappointed and manipulated as well. And there goes to something that this idea that there are only certain things that can be achieved in comedy. I remember Stewart Lee said that comedians were often treated as if they were less than other performers, and that what they were doing was not as difficult maybe as serious performers do. And I think that what Ricky Gervais does in Afterlife is he believes in this making of this is that there are certain things that you can't do with comedy. You have to step outside comedy and go into melodrama. I think that's a load of rubbish, and there's been plenty of examples of it. I've just been watching while we've been in France this for about the third time now, Benidorm, and there was a scene which I've watched now over and over again. It's a scene which occurs in Neptune's bar in one episode of Benidorm, and it's when the song Boy From Nowhere, the Tom Jones song, is being performed by this singer. And I have to say that some of the performances in Benidorm, the karaoke at the end of the night in Neptune's bar, are some fantastic performances. I particularly think Leslie is a superb performer. Not only are they great songs, but they let the song play out, and Leslie is kind of mesmerising on the stage. Anyway, this isn't Leslie, this is another piece. It occurs in Neptune's. There's a fight in Neptune's bar, and I'll just play the scene for you and tell you after what I'm talking about.
Bloody Dodgy was talking about the birds. These great birds.
What bird?
The white birds are on the island, they weren't even dotty. What bloody seagulls?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
I want my money back. Give me my bloody money back.
Oh, so wait, scrap of skin.
Tomorrow now, Charlie. Hey, get your hands up. Hey,
I particularly look at Madge's face. And what I wanted to say about that is that I watched that over and over again. They allowed the song to build up, and it has a almost spiritual feel to it. It's a funny scene still. It stays in character, but there's this kind of almost transcendental experience, particularly with those parts of the music being played, that refrain, da dun dun da 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 da, and that's the sort of thing that I use in my show. I combine feelings like that, but with comedy, and they can be done within that genre without having to step outside into melodrama. And there is another scene which I thought was quite interesting in Benidorm, when I think it's series 8, Johnny Vegas gets up on the stage and he gives a speech about his sister's alcoholism and talks about how every family has a black sheep, and then he performs Sly and Family Stone's We Are Family. That is a fantastic, life-affirming performance. Not at any point does it get maudlin. It stays within character, and it's a powerful scene. Yeah. Is Benidorm a masterpiece? No, it isn't. There are plenty of, as Tony Hancock would say, grotesque caricatures in there. For me, the ones that really work the most are the ones who are playing in it quite straight, like Mick's character, and I like Madge's husband, I can't remember his name, Mel, and but even those caricatures, I forgive them because it's a very feel-good series, and that's what I get. It's not going to manipulate me. In the old days, when I went to see Laurel and Hardy, you weren't going to get manipulated. You're going to see proper, condensed comedy. And I think also you look at the work of Buster Keaton, you saw very clever use of film and stuff like that. And so I would say, yeah, Benidorm is the... Sorry, glad that buzzing has gone. Benidorm is the programme that Coronation Street was too scared to be, which it achieved. I think Coronation Street achieved it at its peak when it didn't cave in to becoming kind of clickbait type of shockathon or whatever. That's all I've got to say on the subject. What do you think?